and this random car pulled in front of us, and I'm like, and he pulled the window down, and I thought it was just some person offering us taxi, and he's like, Sam. And I'm like, this is a different car. This is not the car it shows in the app, but he knows my name. Guys, and welcome back to another video. We are in Thailand.
Krabi.
And if you are coming at night time and planning to go to Krabi's, you got to be really mindful
careful.
of. Don't get into this situation that almost made me start worrying actually. I'm like, are we even gonna get us there, because no one wanted to take us. First thing first, we got stung at the airport. I'm really disappointed and mad about it, mad on myself. I said to Lela, I'm like, oh, we will get the SIM card from outside the airport. We didn't have any SIM card between us. We're like, we'll take one at least.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're not gonna get it from inside, because everything in the inside of the airport are expensive. You all know that.
Almost double the price.
So we're like, all right, we walked past the immigration, got the bags, and then this lady, she's like, oh, come in, and I look at the prices, and she's like, oh, which deal we want? She gave me a deal, and it was like 1,000 baht for 15 days SIM, 5G, unlimited, or 30 gigs, something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
Pretty good.
That's
what we thought.
What we thought at the time, as the story hasn't finished yet. Anyway, so as soon as you walk past, maybe not even 20 meters, same deal, half the price. I'm like, cheeky, she got us there. Anyway, so guys, if you need a SIM,
just be patient.
Just be patient. And if you need something, you need something. But the prices are definitely better the further you get away from the airport.
Yeah.
But again, don't get the deals they tell you, they're tempting. And you're like, oh, you kind of need, because if you don't have your phone, internet, you kind of like, can't really do anything. These days you rely so much on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is not a bigger problem. The bigger problem become when we're trying to get a cab or taxi to Krabi.
Yeah.
By the way, we walk into the Krabi Anang
Beach. Yeah.
Anang Beach. It's beautiful. We're going to show you very soon. I did see ocean just over there. They're nice.
They're so nice, but they don't look ready yet.
Nah, empty. Anang landmark. Maybe it is this way.
Landmark parking. Anang 2, maybe that way.
Okay, we'll take this exit. And they'll drive on the left-hand side of the road as well, which is handy. When I was in Vietnam, I was like, first couple of days, it was too scary to see when people are on the other side of the road. I don't know. Anyway, it's beautiful landscape, by the way.
So nice.
I'm not sure if you can see further out, but they are beautiful, huge, lush green mountains all around. Krabi's are beautiful. So I knew the taxis inside the airport is going to be more expensive. I've been there before. I thought to myself, I'll order Bolt or Grab, which is like an Uber. The price he gave me was 2,200 baht, and it's like a 200 kilometers, roughly 2.5 hours trip. I looked at the Bolt, and the Bolt said 1,534. And then the people at the airport were saying, oh, we'll send you a taxi 3,000, I'll give you 2.5. They came all the way down to 2,000. So to get Bolt and Grab, you need SIM card. Got to send you a security pin,
code
or something. To get Bolt or Grab, you got to walk outside the airport. They're not allowed in there. There's only taxis. The Bolt guy just asked me, he's like, oh, would you take, this is the guy who has accepted a job. He's like, oh, would you pay, do you pay more, 2,300 or something? I'm like, no, mate, you accepted a job. What do you mean? And anyway, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna go. I'm like, oh, just like that? He's like, yep. I'm like, all right. Anyway, so I created a job again. And this is so nice, guys. Beautiful. Wow. Oh, wow, it's kind of reminds me of the beach in Auckland. It was very similar.
Wow,
Kind
it's
of like
very
a really
flat.
shallow.
Yeah.
And yeah, further out, it's beautiful.
It's nice out there. The blue.
So I reckon, so Phuket is obviously past this, so that's like a big UE thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so continue with the story. So the second guy said the same thing, more price, and I'm like, what's going on here? And he's like, oh, no, I'm not gonna go. I'm like, well, it's not like Uber or something, or back at home in Australia where rules and regulation, if anyone cancels, they got to pay more or fine or something, or I don't know.
Doesn't exist, yeah.
No, and they can just can it on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can, I'm sure, report them, but
What's the point?
I don't know. You got other issues to worry about. Anyway, so third guy did the same, fourth guy did the same, and I'm like, what's going on? And we're standing in the heat. We are like in, I don't know. We came from cold Australia, and it's cold over there. And then in the plane, air conditioning.
Yeah. We weren't prepared for the weather, let's just say that.
As soon as we got out, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get in the cab anyway, so we won't bother changing. We're standing on the road. It's so hot. It's like 11 o'clock now, or almost close to 12, and it's super, super hot. We're standing in the middle of the road, and nothing, And I'm looking at the fifth guy. He accepted a job, and then he didn't say anything about price change. I'm like, oh, okay, that's different. Anyway, so I'm looking at the rego. I'm like, oh, look, Lala, we're looking at some Isuzu D-Max. There was a rego. I'm like, oh, this is the car we're looking at. Now, and this random car pulls in front of us, and I'm like, and he pulled the window down, and I thought it was just some person offering us taxi, and he's like, Sam. And I'm like, I'm looking at him. I'm like, yeah. He's like, and I'm like, this is a different car. This is not the car it shows in the app, but he knows my name. Anyway, he said to me he swapped the car, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine, as long as we got a car that doesn't really bother us. And I'm looking at this guy, super nice guy, very friendly. All people are very friendly here, and I'm like, well, I just want to make sure that he knows the price, because the four guys, what they've done to me, and I got stung for the same. I had a bit of a disappointment. I'm like, I don't want to get stung again. So I asked him, I show him like a 1534. He's like, yeah, everything, yes, and I'm like, all right, that's really good, it's positive. That's good. That's what we needed. Anyway, got in a taxi and started driving. He's super nice. He's like, oh, do you want to connect your phone to the Bluetooth so you can listen to songs? I'm like, nah. He ended up putting on a YouTube.
He did, like a Aussie pop mix or something like that.
And he's like, where are you from? I'm like, oh, Australia. And he went in his YouTube, and I don't know, must have put Australia, like all the songs. And I'm like, oh, man, you're so nice.
So cute.
And I was like, okay, well, this is, getting better. And as we're driving, and then I started to understand, I'm like, okay, now I know why these people canned on us, because this is far, right?
Far drive.
And the problem is, once they come here, for them to get a taxi or a ride back to Phuket, it's going to be rare.
Yeah.
It will be there, but then it will be rare. So they don't want to. So they don't make, they don't want to lose money. They want to make money. And I get the point. If they are, coming all the way down here, they are almost guaranteed to go back empty.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really, I don't know, in a mathematics point of view. So, and then I started to understand. I'm like, okay, initially I'm like, oh, these guys are bloody,
What's wrong with them?
But a freaks. I'm like, well, why would you, can on me? Like, I was so unprofessional. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
And I got stung on the SIM card, and I was tired, fatigued. Anyway, and then I'm like, okay, I get the point. So this is the reason for the video. If you are coming to Krabi from Phuket, you got to be really mindful of, because your options in terms of taxi are going to be, yes, they will be there, but the price negotiation, I reckon, you won't have much room.
You won't have much room.
And if you have nighttime, you may have a situation where no one wants to come. Because if someone, let's say your flight lands at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, by the time they return, it will be like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
From a safety point of view, just don't do it. Just stay the night and then go the next morning.
Definitely recommend, if you are coming at night time, go stay in Phuket or even near the airport and get the cab next morning, or just get a flight which is going to be arriving early in the morning like ours did today.
Yeah.
So hope this helps you guys plan your trip. And this is a beautiful day, and we are in Thailand for 2 weeks.
Very well deserved 2 weeks, I would say.
Lala definitely deserves it. I was in Vietnam 6 months ago. Feels like ages, but anyway, I'm out and about as well. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and press the bell icon, which means when I put the videos in the future, you'll get the notification, so you won't miss it. And there'll be so much stuff coming up. If you haven't checked the videos on my channel already, I recommend do that. You will find them useful, I hope. If you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up, and anything, please let us know in a comment box. I really hope to see you in my next videos, and until then, goodbye and take care.